The history of Ghana extends back to prehistoric times, with evidence of human habitation dating back thousands of years. Stone Age archaeological finds, particularly in the Volta Basin and other regions, indicate that early hunter-gatherer societies thrived in this area long before recorded history began. These early inhabitants used rudimentary tools and weapons made from stone and relied on the abundant natural resources for their survival. The Iron Age and early agricultural societies. Around 1000 BCE, Iron Age farmers began to settle in various parts of what is now Ghana. These early communities brought with them knowledge of ironworking, which revolutionized agricultural practices. The introduction of iron tools allowed for more efficient farming, leading to increased food production and the growth of stable, complex societies. These Iron Age settlers cultivated crops such as millet and yams and domesticated animals, laying the foundation for settled agricultural communities. The technological advancements of the Iron Age facilitated the rise of early states and complex social structures, which would later evolve into powerful kingdoms. The formation of ethnic groups. The ethnic composition of modern Ghana is the result of centuries of migration and settlement by various groups. The major ethnic groups include the Akan, Yu, Mole Dagbani, Gadangmi, and others. Each of these groups has a unique history and cultural traditions that have shaped their identity. 1. Akan peoples. The Akan people, comprising subgroups such as the Ashanti, Fanti, Akwapem, and Akiem, migrated from the Sahel region to the forested areas of present-day Ghana between the 11th and 13th centuries. The Akan established powerful states and became known for their expertise in goldsmithing, weaving, and wood carving. 2. Ewe people. The Ewe people migrated from areas now known as Togo and Benin. They settled in southeastern Ghana, particularly in the Volta region. The Yu have a rich tradition of music, dance, and storytelling, which are integral to their cultural heritage. 3. Mole Dagbani peoples. The Mole Dagbani groups, including the Dagomba, Memprusi, and Nanumba, settled in northern Ghana. Their origins are linked to the ancient Mali Empire, and they migrated southward over centuries. The Mole Dagbani people have a well-organized chieftaincy system and a rich oral tradition.
4. Ga Dangmi people. The Ga and Dangmi peoples settled in the coastal and southeastern regions of Ghana. They are believed to have migrated from Nigeria and other parts of West Africa. The Ga Dangmi are known for their Homowo festival, which celebrates the end of a historic famine. 5. Guan people. The Guan are considered some of the earliest inhabitants of Ghana, settling in regions such as the Brong Ahafo and Volta areas. They maintain distinct linguistic and cultural practices that set them apart from other ethnic groups. The influence of trade. Trade played a crucial role in the development of early societies in Ghana. The region was strategically located along trans-Saharan trade routes, which connected West Africa with North Africa and the Mediterranean world. These routes facilitated the exchange of gold, salt, and other valuable commodities. The ancient Ghana Empire, also known as Ouagadougou, flourished between the 6th and 13th centuries in what is now southeastern Mauritania and western Mali. Though not within the modern borders of Ghana, the empire's legacy of wealth and trade profoundly influenced the region. Ghana's name is derived from this empire, symbolizing a connection to a prosperous African past. The wealth of the Ghana Empire was primarily based on its control of the gold trade. Gold from the region was highly sought after by traders from North Africa and the Arab world. The empire's capital, Kumbi Sala, became a bustling center of commerce, blending Islamic and traditional African influences. The rise of successor states. As the Ghana Empire declined in the 13th century, new states and empires emerged in West Africa, continuing the legacy of trade and cultural exchange. The Mali Empire and later the Songhai Empire rose to prominence, maintaining the region's status as a hub of wealth and learning. In the area of modern Ghana, various Akan states emerged between the 13th and 15th centuries. These included powerful kingdoms such as the Ashanti, Denchira, and Fanti. The Akan people developed sophisticated systems of governance, art, and trade, contributing to the region's prosperity. The Ashanti Empire, in particular, became one of the most significant states in West Africa by the 18th century. Centered in modern-day Kumasi, the Ashanti Empire was renowned for its military strength, rich culture, and wealth derived from gold mining and trade. The Ashanti developed a highly centralized government with a powerful king, the Asantehene. European contact and the Gold Coast. The arrival of Europeans in the late 15th century marked a new chapter in Ghana's history. The Portuguese were the first Europeans to reach the coast, attracted by the region's rich gold resources. In 1482, they established the Elmina Castle, which became a major center for trade, particularly in gold and later in enslaved Africans. Following the Portuguese, other European powers, including the Dutch, British, Danes, and Swedes, established their own forts and trading posts along the coast. The competition among these European powers for control of the lucrative trade in gold, ivory, and slaves led to the construction of numerous forts and castles, many of which still stand today as UNESCO World Heritage Sites. The transatlantic slave trade. The transatlantic slave trade had a profound and devastating impact on the societies in present-day Ghana. European traders, in collaboration with some African leaders, captured and sold millions of Africans into slavery. The coastal forts became infamous centers for the slave trade, where enslaved Africans were held before being shipped to the Americas. This period caused significant disruption to African societies, leading to population loss, social disintegration, and economic changes. The legacy of the slave trade is still felt today, with descendants of enslaved Africans tracing their roots back to Ghana and other parts of West Africa. Colonial rule and resistance. By the 19th century, the British had become the dominant colonial power in the region, establishing the Gold Coast colony. British colonial rule brought significant changes, including the introduction of Western education, Christianity, and new economic policies. However, colonial rule also faced resistance from local kingdoms and communities. The Ashanti, in particular, resisted British incursions through a series of wars known as the Anglo-Ashanti Wars. Despite their military prowess, the Ashanti were eventually defeated, and the British solidified their control over the Gold Coast. Struggle for independence. The struggle for independence gained momentum in the early 20th century, influenced by global movements for decolonization and the contributions of educated African elites. The formation of political parties and nationalist movements, such as the United Gold Coast Convention, UGCC, and the Convention People's Party, CPP, played a crucial role in mobilizing the population for self-governance. Kwame Nkrumah emerged as a charismatic leader of the independence movement. His vision and leadership galvanized the masses, leading to widespread support for the cause of independence. Nkrumah's emphasis on nonviolent protest, strikes, and political mobilization culminated in the achievement of self-government in 1951 and full independence on March 6, 1957. Post-independence developments. Upon gaining independence, Ghana became the first sub-Saharan African country to break free from colonial rule, inspiring other African nations to pursue their own independence. Nkrumah's government focused on nation-building, industrialization, and Pan-Africanism, aiming to unite Africa against colonialism and neo-colonialism. Despite significant achievements, Ghana faced economic challenges and political instability. Nkrumah was overthrown in a military coup in 1966, leading to a period of political turbulence marked by a series of military and civilian governments. Modern Ghana. In the early 1990s, Ghana transitioned to a multi-party democratic system, ushering in a new era of political stability and economic growth. Today, Ghana is known for its vibrant democracy, cultural richness, and economic potential. It is a leading producer of gold, cocoa, and oil, with a growing focus on technology and innovation. Ghana's history is a testament to the resilience and ingenuity of its people. From ancient kingdoms and empires to modern democratic governance, the story of Ghana reflects a continuous journey of adaptation, resistance, and progress. The deep origins of Ghana, shaped by its diverse ethnic groups, rich cultural heritage, and enduring spirit, continue to inspire and guide the nation as it moves forward into the future. Cultural and social developments. Ghana's cultural landscape is incredibly diverse, reflecting the various ethnic groups that make up the nation. Each group has contributed to Ghana's rich tapestry of traditions, languages, and customs. 1. Language and education. Ghana is a multilingual country with about 80 languages spoken. English, inherited from the colonial era, is the official language and is used in government, education, and media. Akan languages, such as Twi and Fanti, Yu, and Ga are also widely spoken. Ghana places a high value on education, with a strong emphasis on literacy and schooling. 2. Religion. Ghana is religiously diverse, with Christianity being the predominant faith, followed by Islam and traditional African religions. This religious diversity is reflected in the country's holidays, festivals, and daily life. The coexistence of different religious communities has generally been peaceful, contributing to the country's social harmony. 3. Festivals and celebrations. Ghana is known for its vibrant festivals, which are celebrated with music, dance, and elaborate ceremonies. The Homowo Festival of the Ga people, the Abochire Festival of the Afutu, and the Hogbetsotso Festival of the Anlo Yu are some of the notable celebrations that attract visitors from across the world. These festivals are not only occasions for joy and communal bonding but also serve as a means of preserving cultural heritage. 4. Art and music. Ghanaian art is diverse and includes traditional crafts such as kente weaving, bead making, pottery, and wood carving. Music is an integral part of Ghanaian culture, with genres like high life and hip life gaining popularity both locally and internationally. Traditional drumming and dance are also important cultural expressions. Economic transformations. Ghana's economy has undergone significant transformations since independence. Initially, the economy was heavily reliant on agriculture, particularly cocoa production. Over the years, the discovery of minerals and oil has diversified the economic base. 1. Agriculture. Agriculture remains a key sector, employing a large portion of the population. Cocoa, Ghana's primary agricultural export, has been a significant source of revenue. Other important crops include yams, maize, and cassava. Efforts to modernize agriculture have been ongoing, with initiatives aimed at improving productivity and value addition. 2. Mining and industry. Ghana is one of the world's largest producers of gold. The mining sector, which also includes bauxite, manganese, and diamonds, has been a major contributor to the economy. The industrial sector has seen growth, particularly in manufacturing and processing industries. 3. Oil and gas. The discovery of offshore oil reserves in the late 2000s marked a new chapter in Ghana's economic history. The oil and gas sector has attracted significant investment and has the potential to transform the economy. However, managing the oil wealth and ensuring it benefits the broader population remains a critical challenge. 4. Technology and innovation. In recent years, Ghana has positioned itself as a hub for technology and innovation in Africa. The rise of tech startups, investment in ICT infrastructure, and government support for digital transformation are driving this sector's growth. Initiatives like the Ghana Tech Lab and the establishment of innovation hubs are fostering entrepreneurship and technological advancement. Political evolution and governance. Ghana's political landscape has evolved significantly since independence. The country has experienced periods of military rule and civilian government, with a notable transition to stable democratic governance in the early 1990s. 1. Democratic transition. The return to multi-party democracy in 1992 marked a turning point for Ghana. The new constitution established democratic institutions, and regular elections have since been held. Ghana's democratic journey has been characterized by peaceful transitions of power, a relatively free press, and an active civil society. 2. Governance and institutions. Ghana has made strides in building strong governance institutions. The judiciary, electoral commission, and anti-corruption agencies play vital roles in maintaining the rule of law and promoting transparency. Efforts to decentralize governance have also been made to bring government closer to the people. 3. Challenges and opportunities. Despite progress, Ghana faces challenges such as corruption, inequality, and political polarization. Addressing these issues is crucial for sustaining democratic gains and achieving inclusive development. The ongoing focus on governance reforms, economic diversification, and social inclusion presents opportunities for further growth and stability. Ghana in the global context. Ghana's influence extends beyond its borders, both within the African continent and globally. The country's foreign policy is guided by principles of Pan-Africanism, peace, and cooperation. 1. Regional leadership. Ghana plays a significant role in regional organizations such as the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, and the African Union, AU. It has been involved in peacekeeping missions and regional mediation efforts, contributing to stability in West Africa. 2. International relations. Ghana maintains diplomatic relations with countries worldwide and is a member of international organizations such as the United Nations, World Bank, and International Monetary Fund. The country benefits from international partnerships in areas like development assistance, trade, and education. 3. Diaspora engagement. The Ghanaian diaspora is an important asset, contributing to the country's development through remittances, investments, and knowledge exchange. Initiatives like the Year of Return in 2019, which commemorated 400 years since the arrival of the first enslaved Africans in America, have strengthened ties with the global African diaspora. Conclusion. The origin of Ghana is a rich tapestry woven from the threads of ancient civilizations, diverse ethnic groups, and significant historical events. From the early hunter-gatherers and Iron Age farmers to the rise of powerful kingdoms and the impact of European trade and colonization, Ghana's history is marked by resilience and adaptation. The journey to independence and the subsequent developments in political, economic, and cultural spheres reflect the nation's dynamic evolution. Today, Ghana stands as a beacon of democracy and development in Africa, with a future that holds promise for continued growth and progress. Understanding the origins of Ghana provides a deeper appreciation of its current achievements and challenges, highlighting the importance of historical context in shaping a nation's identity and aspirations. As Ghana moves forward, its rich heritage and enduring spirit will continue to guide and inspire its people.